Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and fellow YouTubers. Thank you for clicking on this Let's Play series, and today we are going to continue our story arc with the new Delta recruit that we made, and her name is Anna. So let us get in the game real quick. And then continue where we left off from the earlier video that you guys saw. And what are we going to do right now is our objective is to meet Admiral Quinn. That is where we left off the other day. So we are going to continue and talk to Admiral Quinn. And he says, "Greetings, Lieutenant. Admiral Sir Anna reporting." And we have a lot to discuss, Cadet Anna. It's Lieutenant, sir. Yes, I see that here in the report transmitted by Captain Volok, he granted you a field commission to give superiority over the rest of the active crew on your ship. As a cadet, you are assigned to the Academy training course under Captain Taggart, correct? Acting First Officer. Yes, sir, that is correct. I have read the report facing off against Klingon Raider and a Borg invasion fort within hours of leaving Starfleet Academy. Very unusual. In your own words, tell me what happened out there. Explain to Admiral Quinn what happened. That's quite the story. Yes, sir, it's all true. Don't worry, I have a statement here for Captain Volok and Yim and the Vilma post from the Vega colony collaborating your story. All of them cite your brave and command skills, as well as you and your crew's willingness to put yourself in harm's way to preserve the life of others. And I say, I'm a Starfleet officer, sir. It is in the job's description. Cool. And you're exactly the kind of the officer Starfleet needs. I know your ship. Okay, I know that your ship might not be the Enterprise. Okay, so that's a little bit of a text bug over here. I know that should be written over there and not I know the. Anyway, I know that your ship might not be the Enterprise, but I think you've proven yourself capable of sitting in the command's chair, sir. Under normal circumstances, it would take you years of work to get your own command, but these are not normal circumstances. We are at war in the Klingon Empire. The Borg have returned. I'm losing more trained officers and ships than I can spare. Ships we can build, but leaders with courage and honor, those are hard to find. And I say continue. It's time to try something different. I need someone who can handle themselves in a crisis and get the best out of their crew. Even though you are young, I think you're that person. I hereby promote you to the rank of lieutenant and give you command of USS Oberon. Don't disappoint me. You won't regret it, sir. What are your orders? What's going to happen to Vega? No, but I'm sorry losing Captain Taggart, sir. Okay, so let's go with the first one. You won't regret this, sir. What are your new orders? Okay. Something happening. So we're going to get... we're gonna do this thing. You will be assigned to the Klingon front, but first you could use some new equipment for the Oberon. I have some improved console development by Starfleet Corps engineer. This console can be installed on your ship to improve its abilities. As you're improving rank, you will on better consoles, other ships. You will command through your career and have space for many more. Alright, when you're done here, go to that guy to customize your starship appearances. Okay, so I'm going to get experience, free starship modification, a beam array, a phaser relay, and a battery pack. Continue that, like that.
Congratulations, Lieutenant.
Awesome. And I get 2 accolades. Battlefield Commission and Lieutenant Ability rank 2. Really nice. So we're going to continue this option over here. We have two options to do the PvP in neutral zone diplomacy. We're not going to do that because PvP stands for player versus player, and we're going to keep to the story arc. So we're going to do this. We're going to go with Stranded in Space. Lieutenant IFC reported that there is a Bolian freighter that is overdue arriving at our space dock and needed of assistance. So please talk to Malcolm Cecil in the shipyard. He will have more information about the missing vessel than I do. So speak to Malcolm Cecil in the shipyard about the missing freighter. So we're going to get skill points, experience, dilithium ore, Azura personal command code. This is a device that is going to give us access to bank, exchange, mail, and a store for all players in range. And basically the freighter will despawn at 5 minutes, so we can use that. This is like a device that we're going to use in sector space, and it's basically going to call in a freighter. So really nice. I don't use it a lot because I usually go to a space dock with my other character that is level 60, but when you are in space and you're like, hey, I need to go somewhere, you can basically call a freighter to your position, so you're going to have access to mail, bank, exchange, and all of those NPC items that you might want when you are at a space dock. You can basically have all of those in space, so that's really nice. Anyway, I'm mumbling over here. We're also going to get a dampening armor Mark II with a enhancement that is going to give us physical damage resistant rating, kinetic damage resistant rating, all energy damage resistant rating, and kinetic damage resistant. Really nice. We're also going to get a shield ray Mark II and a field stabilizing warp core number 2 as well. So we're going to accept that, and we're going to close this window either by the X or just exit. It's going to do the same thing. And then we're going to go to Malcolm Cecil in the shipyard. Where is he? What is that? People have mission and call their heads located near and around former cadet to serve a mission. Hey, that went away too fast. Anyway, that doesn't matter. We need to go to Cecil, and Cecil is, where is he? And that is Quinn and Rack. I think Cecil is somewhere here. Rack. Maybe he has on. Oh, these are just tutorials. No, I'm not gonna go through that. Medical attendance. I'm gonna get medical minor regenerator out of that. No, we're not gonna do that. Let's see. Where is over there? See that yellow circle over there? There is where we need to go. So center on player, and we are at there. And I just hit the wall with my character, and we basically need to run a little bit because it's taking so much time to get there. And there he is, Malcolm Cecil. Greetings, Lieutenant. I'm here to talk about the missing freighter. We haven't had any communication from the USS Azura for over 20 hours. That guy is an experienced captain and the daughter of a former Starfleet officer. It's not like her to be out of contact. Continue. It will be a real help if you could get out of their sector space and find the Azura. I've already transmitted the ship last coordinates to your comm officer. Good luck. So I say continue. And something happened. Okay. When you are ready to return your ship, click the beam to ship button in the upper left corner of your minimap. Where can I change my ship or get new equipment? I'm not going to do that because I'm going to explain that. And basically, when you are in a station like Earth Space Dock, Deep Space Nine, and all of that, if you want to go to, let's say, to space, you basically can press this button over here that has like a transporter guy that is going to transport us to our ship, and it's this button is called beam to ship, obviously. So beam to ship. Okay. Sorry about that. I had to sneeze. I just had to. So we are going to go at solar system, and what we are basically need to do is go to Earth space. No, we are at Earth space stack, and we basically need to go to sector space. So we're going to press this button again and leave Earth space stacks space section, and basically need to go in sector space, and a lot of spaces over there. And this is how it is in sector space. Kind of weird, but you guys have already seen this part already, so...
My friend sacrificed so much to secure peace with the Klingons. I bear the responsibility for the consequences to him and his crew. A thought that troubles me to this day. The hope was that this alliance would last forever. It did not. The Klingons have chosen war. The Federation is doing its utmost to protect its borders and the billions of innocents who call this space home. But I fear that this conflict may be our undoing.
And that was Spock narrating. So we basically need to go over here to this yellow circle, so we can double click this little icon over here, the the SS Azura, and the autopilot is gonna make us go there. So we can have a little bit of time to ourselves. It's not that far away. You can basically see it. It's all over at this part here. And what we're going to do is look at our ship. Pretty. Any ship in range. This is her of the transport SS Azura. Please help. Warp core containment field down, radiation flooding ship, communication and life support failing, cannot eject warp core, need immediate evacuation and assistance, please help us. I say continue. And that is just our little ship over there that is flying at full impulse in sector space, or warp speed I should say, not impulse. What warp are we doing? 5.5. Okay, so we are here. Then basically we reach the system, and pressing this button over here is going to start the mission. So we're going to start the mission, rescue the SS Azura. Any ship in range. This is I'm gonna try pronouncing that. Dana Barbrot of the transport SS Azura. So I'm gonna say continue, please. We are pursued by Orion invaders, crew injured, taking heavy fire, dropping out of warp near your coordinates. Need immediate evacuation and assistance. Please help us. Assist the SS Azura. Why am I keep saying USS? Anyway, Travel, keep tracking that distress signal. Oh, cutscene. There we go. A real nice animation over there. So, sir, sensors are picking up several light attack crafts on an intercept course. We will need to deal with them before we can render aid to the SS Azura. So, defeat the Orion Raiders threatening the Azura. Alright, so I say full power to shields, helm, take us in range. Alrighty. So we are full impulse right now, and we're not going to scan, so we're not going to do that. That scanning this hydrogen gas cloud thing over here is going to give us like a mini game, and we can't actually do that while we're in combat, so we're going to start attacking these guys. After we kill them, we're going to have a minute to ourselves, and then we can do the mini game. There we go, a little bit of broadsiding over there. Now this other guy I'm gonna take out too real quick. Gonna take out his shields and going to do a high yield torpedo. There we go, he's almost dead. And dead. So if we want to scan this hydrazine gas accumulated giant thing over here, cloud, whatever it's called, we're basically going to be given a mini game in Star Trek Online, and I hope I know where that option is. Is it under key bindings? Was it under control? Advanced. Show keyboard. There we go. Finally. Okay. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the arrow keys, but not the A, S, D, W key, but I'm going to use the arrow key to align a certain like wavelines that need to match the other wavelines that are in the background. It's kind of weird to explain, but if you guys see, you know, you're going to know what I'm going to what I mean. So let's start the mini game. Then I can. There we go. This blue line I can adjust by moving up and down, left and right, like I did. And we basically got 5 hydrazine gas canisters, right? And those are going to go into my R&D. Oh, sorry. Are going to go in my R&D inventory. And if you want to have just your inventory and not your character status over here, there is like basically the same button, but it's like one below it, and it's only going to give you like only going to show you the inventory. So that's really nice. And I see that we have an extra phaser that we can put on the aft one, because this one was the normal standard one that we can discard. We have a better engineering console over there and a tactical console over there. So what we did is we kind of increased the power of our phasers really nice by 3.8%. We already had a 3.8% shield regeneration rate, but what we did not have was 12.5 flight turn rate. So our ship is going to turn faster, as you guys can see. And our weapons are going to do a lot more damage. So that is something to think about. Now, with this mission, while you are in space combat, if you go through this donut over here, let's call it a donut. If you go through this asteroid, through the like the central hole over there, you're going to get an accolade. So that's, you know, I'm kind of liking the accolades in Star Trek Online. So if you guys hunting accolades, basically flying through this accolades is going to give you mining survey, accolade complete mining survey, and that is because you flew through the hole of the large asteroid. So if you guys want to have, you know, a lot of accolades on your character, that is one that I just gave you for free. Now let's take out this guy really fast. So their shield is down, and then I'm going to use high yield torpedo while this shield is down. Look at that. Move. And then going to do broadsiding to do more damage. There we go. Now, the other enemy is kind of stuck between that asteroid, so I can't actually target him. Let's go full impulse till we meet him. I think he's right there behind it. There he is. Can we target him? Can we? Maybe? No? Don't tell me this is bugged. There we go. And basically what we're gonna do is target shield have failed, so let us fire a high yield torpedo and take care of him in just like that. Really nice. So what are we going to do now? This scan the SS Azura is our next objective. So let us do that. Scanning. Okay, Captain, I'm detecting elevated radiation level on the Azura. I've alerted the transporter chief of the situation. She can brief you before you beam over to the Azura. Go to the transporter room. Okay, report. Wait, team, report to the transporter room. Cool. So as you guys can see, I'm going to take out all of my bridge officer with me, and that is like Zarva, Coles, Lisa Flores, and Tavrel. So really nice. The whole away team. There they are. And they're always going to use the B key to toggle between shooter mode and RPG mode. Okay. By default, like your away, what was it called again? Your away team? Yeah, your away team is always going to be under this format, under this formation. So there aren't any more formation to where you can do with your team, your away team. So this is basically the way Starfleet is going to help you. Like when you are in ground combat, your away team is always going to be like that. Doesn't matter where you are, they're always going to be trying to fill that kind of like, you know, formation. So that's really nice. So speak to the transporter chief. Okay, so speak to chief. Captain, I'm concerned about the radiation on the Azura. She might have some damage to the warp core, but our sensors can't pick up enough to determine exactly what you'll find over there. I'm sure I can send you and the away team to the ship safely, but getting you back might be a problem until the Azura's critical damage is repaired. Step on the transporter pad and when you are ready to go, and be careful, sir. Be over to the SS Azura. Try to keep a lock on us and prepare to transport survivors, if there aren't any. Now what I'm going to do is, because we are going to utilize our away team options a lot, I'm going to go under that gear over here that's going to bring up the menu, and I'm going to select options. And basically I am going to do let's see, which one was it? This is basically the options in Star Trek Online. These are like the basic option: controller, voice chat, audio, display, graphics. As you can see, I have a really good graphics card, so everything has been set to high. Advanced controls and key bindings. Now under key bindings there was was it this one? Toggle follow target? No, that wasn't toggle follow target. It was crew attack my target or something. Yeah, there we go. Under default it's under button Y, but I'm going to press Alt on the left where my keyboard is. So I'm basically, when I press this button over here next to the spacebar, all of my away team members are going to attack my target. So that is really nice for me. I can actually bind something to that. So set rally point is another one that I want to do, and I just want to use the middle mouse button press. Right, middle press. Let's see if that is going to work. Yes, it is. Cool. So each time I'm going to press the middle mouse button, like the scroll wheel. I don't know if you guys are having like one of those like special game mouse that you guys can have, and I have one. And if I press the middle mouse button, it's going to tell us like, why is it doing that? I think I've bind it to let's see, left double click, middle press, and middle click aim mode. I need to clear this one. All right. Yes, so each time I'm going to press the scroll wheel, it's going to do the same option as this one here. That's going to set a rally point for our crew, for our away team to basically stay in those circles. And each time you want to remove that rally, rally that you guys have set, just basically right click on that button over there. So basically we are set for the mission, for the ground mission. So we're going to beam out right now. Let's see. Reading indicate a piece of unusual technology on board this ship, possible Iconian in origin. We need to locate it. Okay, so there is a little bit of a sidetrack. Find the unusual technology, and that has to do with me being a Delta recruit. Let's see. Sir, I'm picking up multiple lifetimes. Some of them are on Azura's captain and crew, and the rest Orion's. Continue. Plasma leaks are blocking our path to the survivors, but we need to use the console to safely vent the plasma. Use console to bypass the primary conduit and contain the plasma leak. Rescuing survivors is our top priority. Okay. Now that gas that you guys see seeing venting over there, that is not harmful. And plasma leaks, they have like this green glow on top of them, so we're going to see that. Let's bring up the map and basically zoom in, and that is our first objective over there. And I just bring up my map by pressing the default key on the keyboard, M, or you can press it over here, this button over here. It's gonna do the same thing. So that is basically the plasma leak over there. But we have a survivor over here that is an injured crewman. So let us scan him first. What does he say? The crew member is critically injured and you do not have the training needed to assist them. Science career is required to complete this task. And I'm not a science guy, I'm a tactical guy, so this option is not for me. Now, if I run through this thing, through this plasma, it's going to injure me, so I'm going to use this console to bypass the plasma conduit. And as you can see, there is a thug over here, so let us kill that guy. And I'm gonna go in aiming mode and basically, okay, we basically killed everybody. That was fast. Usually there are more like people over here, but they are over here, as I can see in the map right there. There is a brute over here, so let us kill him while we are in aiming mode and in crouch. There we go. Both of them are dead. Can we do something about this guy? No. But we have a container over here, so let us open the container and see what we get. We get a small hypo and a small shield charge. Really nice. And the same thing that we did in space. Scan the Thoron particles, and in space we had let's see, what did we have in space? We have the hydrogen gas cloud giant thingy go from there. So we're going to scan this thing and basically do the same thing, and I'm going to show us the keyboard, and I'm basically going to use the left, right, down, up buttons on the keyboard next to your numpad to basically align those two lines that are going to give us like R&D components. So scan Thoron particle. So left, 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 up, right, and it matches, and then it's going to give us Thoron particle. So we got 4 out of those. Really nice. And we have an objective over here highlighted in that green circle. Bypass the plasma conduit, because if we don't do that, there is that plasma thing that is like spewing all the way off there. So we need to bypass this one. And that basically shuts down the plasma. Really nice. And then we can take care of these two thugs over here that are on the left. Now what I'm going to do is going to going to middle click, and I'm basically going to tell my away team to stand over there. And what they're going to do, they're just going to engage those guys. So basically I don't have to. There we go. Hey man, die, you're already dead. There is no more life for you. So they are kind of locked right now, and basically whenever I move, they're still gonna be there, stuck to that point, because I told them don't move from that ready point. Now basically I'm going to right click to set them free, and then they can follow me again. Cool. So bypass the plasma conduit because there was a plasma over there. That's the last one that we need to go through. And we're going to do that in this console over here to bypass it. And I'm just looking around if there is anything more that I could do in this room, because I didn't actually see what we can do. We can't actually help you guys, but there is an item that have been dropped for me, and that's field rations. That is basically like, you know, something you can eat to increase your health point in Star Trek Online. Really nice. This is the last room that we need to do. Zarva is telling us scan the warp core, Captain, or she's scanning the warp core, and I say continue. Catastrophic failure in antimatter containment. Warp core breach is imminent, Captain. Unless the breach is contained, the Azura will be destroyed. Continue. So we're going to talk to Captain Brot. We hit an Iran ambush on our way to K7. We lost our weapons almost immediately, and then we took a direct hit to engineering. Cool. Our warp engine's magnetic antimatter containment field failed, and we had no choice but to drop our shield and use power to try to stabilize the containment field. As soon as the shield went down, the Orions boarded the ship. Continue. I'll never let those green pirates have the Azura. Please take my crew to safety. I'll keep trying to stabilize the worker. If I'm lucky, you can buy you some time. Escort Azura crew to the cargo bay. Not yet. And why not yet? Because I am a captain, and I basically have a couple of side missions that I need to do. As one being like the scanning this duranium ore. And let me just bring up the keyboard again so you guys can see. Left, down, right, and up. These are the buttons that I'm going to use to align and do this minigame. And basically match the wave that I did. And we've gotten 5 of those duranium alloys. And as you guys can see, being a Delta recruit is going to give you this option over here to recover the Iconian artifact. So we are going to recover.
The alloys used in this device are normally only found in the Delta Quadrant. We know that the Iconians have gateways that allow them to go anywhere they wish. It would be reasonable to assume that they have had influence in the Delta Quadrant as well.
Continue. Okay, that's it. I think Lisa Flores talked to us and said this all technology is Iconian in nature, but few people would know that fact. So, okay. Well, basically, we can't do anything more to this ship, so we're going to continue with the mission, and that is to speak to Captain Brot. And I'm going to tell her right now, I'll help your crew. And basically, she just have 2 crew members. What? Ooh, those guys transported. Accolade Tactical Open Plasma Conduit. Some missions have hidden accolades you can earn from your character. For this mission, you have accolade for mission tracker. For the that was too fast, man. Anyway, I have an accolade option over here. Tactical Open Plasma Conduit. And to open a plasma conduit, I basically need to use this tactical console over here. And what that is going to do is really, really nice and really fun. So I'm going to do that and let you guys enjoy. Oh, when we were at the academy, you studied mission reports from the USS Archer. Okay. In one instance, crew of the USS Archer reconfigured a plasma conduit and used it to disable a group of Klingons who had boarded their vessel. You might be able to do something similar. Use the plasma to clear up Orions from your path. Continue. Bypass plasma conduit. Look at that, look at that. What's gonna happen there? Ooh. Oh, they just died. Oh. And there we have accolade complete. Tactical thinking. Your tactical thinking has paid off. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to set all of my away team members individually. I can put them over there, and her over there, and Tuvril I can put over here, and Lisa I can put over there. Now whatever I'm going to do, those guys are not going to follow me, but I'm going to start attracting a little bit of aggro from those guys by using a grenade. So here it comes, grenade, and I'm basically going to go backwards. So those guys are going to follow me until they hit my away team. And I'm gonna go in crouch and aiming mode to do more damage than I normally do. And just like that, we vaporize them. So our path is open. Can we do something about the injured crewman? I don't think so, but let us just make sure. Scan the crewman. Let's see, the radiation has done too much damage to this patient's cellular structure. There is nothing more that can be done for them. Uh-oh. So, live long and prosper? We couldn't help anybody else. Just those two guys. He's like a male and a female. So we are going to go to the aft cargo bay. Go to the transporter room. I'll be right behind you. And I'm scanning. Away team to Oberon Chief. I'm ready to transport. Azura's radiation level are returning to normal. The survivors of the Azura crew are on the transporter pad. We don't have much time. Get these people off this ship now. Look at that big transporter pad. Look at those small humanoids. It's like, Honey, I Shrunk This Kids. Reference to a movie. We have them, sir. Sensor detect more Orion ships on the way. Captain, we need you back on the bridge. So let us go to the bridge by going to the transporter pad and then transporting to our own ship, or to my own ship. So beam out. On this big transporter pad. Look at that. The thing is huge, man. Look at this. It's like when you are inside of this thing, it's like, you know, you're very tiny, you're very small. Speak to the transporter chief. So speak to the chief. There are more Orion ships inbound. Captain, we need to back We need you back on the bridge right away. Away team, prepare for emergency transport. That is the last thing that I tell my crew. Then I'm going to use the turbolift. And our away team is going to come with us. So, Captain, incoming message from the Orions. Putting it on screen. Incoming message. Leave now if you know what's good for you, Starfleet. We're taking this ship, her crew, and her cargo. The Azura and her crew are under Starfleet's protection. What's happening? Oh, starting attacking me? That's not nice of you guys. One is dead. And I'm kind of broadsiding right now, just taking down her shields. Until I can turn for a torpedo hit. Nope, she's dead already. Ooh, we have a Slave Master battleship. Now this is kind of a carrier-like ship, because she's spawning on a lot of those smaller ones that are interceptors. And I'm still gonna take care of the big one first. And then take care of those little ones, because the big one is going to continue spawning them, and I don't want those to be spawning 24/7. And as you guys can see, they are doing a little bit more damage than normally. But she's going down nevertheless. Come on, torpedo, go, go, go. There we go. She's still not dead. There we go. And she even dropped an item. So take the item. Provisions. We got a couple of provisions. So we also have these two interceptors that go really, really fast. And they don't have a lot of hulls. So we can basically kill them just like that. And now we need to rescue Captain Brot from his... Captain, we need to get within range and try to get a transporter lock on Captain Brot. Approach the Azura and transport Captain Brot to safety. Helms, get us in range. We basically are in range, because I wasn't anywhere moving anywhere. I was moving within a certain area, so it was like, you know, within the range. So transport Captain Brot. Attempting to get transporter lock on Captain Brot. Sir, boosting containment. And we have our captain. Boom, big explosion. Okay, Captain Brot is safely aboard, sir, and just in time too. We got her just before the ship exploded. Captain Brot has requested that we take her and her crew to sector space. Starfleet will get them home from there. Okay. She said she would be happy to speak to you if you wish. So return to sector space. Okay. And that is Stranded in Space complete. Let us depart the sector first. You have completed all objective in this area. Do you want to leave the system? And I hit OK. And I went right through the asteroid. That happens in Star Trek Online. That's normal. Anyway, so to get our to finish the mission and get our reward, we are going to hail Starfleet report, or he is going to automatically hail us. So Stranded in Space, well done, Lieutenant. You saved the crew just in time. We're gonna get skill points, expertise, a little bit of dilithium, the Azura personal comm code, armor, a shield, and a field stabling warp core. Alrighty, so we got a lot of those items and one extra ship slot, new title, and a lot of those items. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video of the mission that is called Stranded in Space, and I hope to see you on the next one.